Welcome to the podcast here with another prospect spotlight. Finally got this set up with Luca Foster, 2026 6'5" guard, Archbishop Carroll, team final. Luca, how we feeling, man?
Good. How we doing?
We're not gonna talk about that takeover game. That's what we're not gonna do. But I'll let you know that Chad and John Brennan were definitely lighting up my group chat. I have to, yeah, it was a hell of a game, man. You guys ended up sealing that one off. All right, man. So let's get going. The warm up. Just kind of the first couple questions. What's the best sports drink?
I'd probably say like Gatorade or Powerade. No, not Powerade. Body Armor.
It's a popular answer for sure. PS5, Xbox, or PC?
I'd say Xbox.
Okay. What's the best basketball shoe and best like non-hooping shoe
Either Kobe sixes or I like the KD 15s. They feel good.
for playing?
And yeah, and non-hooping shoe, I'd say foam runners.
Okay. Favorite. So this is like the favorite meal that you can actually cook, like the entire thing. So we're about to see if you can actually chef it up. So entree, appetizer, dessert, and like drink. What's the best meal you could put together?
Um, Probably like a cheeseburger. Um, Maybe like uh, what's like a mm, maybe like some wings. I could probably make some wings. My
Okay.
dad makes wings, so I could definitely do that.
Okay.
Appetite or dessert, some chocolate chip cookies, and then like for drink, kind of like lemonade.
Okay. Good calls all right. You just gonna have a plain cheeseburger?
Uh, Throw some ketchup and mayo on it. Bacon.
Okay. All right, there you go. You saved it with that for sure. All right. What's your favorite basketball environment? It could be AAU or high school, other than your home court for high school.
Uh, Probably AAU. I love AAU.
Where do you
But
like playing specifically?
um, just like I feel like it's more energy than like high school.
Hmm.
Other than like the people, it's just like I feel like there's more energy on the court.
Okay. What's the lore behind your fake game-winning shot?
What you mean, like what would like be my like go to?
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. Maybe like if someone like shoots the ball, I come down the lane and like get a putback dunk. That'd be fire.
I got you. No, that's a good one, man. Very possible too. And then the last fun question, tell me about your first dunk.
Um, I was at a workout and we were on a water break, and I was in eighth grade. I was just like trying to dunk for fun. I wasn't like expecting to actually make it. I like flushed it. I was like in shock because I was like, did that really just happen? I was looking at my mom. I'm like you see that? Like I was just in shock.
It was off too?
It was off one.
Okay. Got you. Got you. Good stuff. All right, so let's get into the nitty-gritty here. Who do you model your game after?
I wouldn't really say like I have someone I model my game after specifically. I feel like I kind of have my own unique game. So like, yeah, I feel like I just got my own unique game.
Okay, got you. So I'm gonna kind of talk about your strengths and weaknesses, and you can let me know, how fair, I guess, my synopsis is. I think you're really skilled. I think you can really shoot it. You get it into the pull-up jumper pretty smoothly and pretty quickly. You can handle the rock. I think you're a willing passer. I think some of the more advanced reads you'll start to see as you progress through the game, and obviously with Coach Mike, that'll definitely help too. But just driving left to right and then, hitting the corner shooter and on the left side, or hitting the slip, when you draw his man to you, just some stuff like that, or landing on two with the Villanova jump stop kick to the corner. I think some of those reads you'll start to see, and that'll make you more valuable as a prospect. I think defensively, when you're paying attention, you're pretty good. But I think sometimes there's some lapses. And I think kind of body wise, I think you need to get a bit stronger, for the next level to be able to handle that contact. So is there anything I left out?
No, I think you hit the nail on the head. Yeah, you was definitely right about like my defense. I think I can get a little lazy on it, but that's always something I can work on.
Got you. And that I'm gonna tell you right now, as a scout and as an evaluator, if you're doing it in AAU settings, you're going to stand out so much more.
Right.
Just
Yeah, for sure.
that the players that are willing to do that on a night to night basis are so valuable just because they do it. It's kind of sad that the state of the game has brought us there, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So, walk me through, how do you prepare for each game the day of? Are you one of those serious guys that has headphones in, doesn't talk to nobody? Are you trying to stay loose? What are you listening to? What's your process?
Well, I try to start off the day by like eating something good for breakfast. I might have like a bagel and some fruit, something light. Um, when I on the car ride, I definitely do listen to music to lock in a little bit. Um, when I get to the gym, definitely stretch, warm up, then get on court, get ready to play.
Okay, what are you listening to?
Uh, I like to listen to some chill stuff, maybe like some SZA.
Interesting. Some
Yeah, I mean, just to chill, like relax
Hey,
myself before I play.
gotta do what you gotta do to stay loose. All right,
Yeah.
so what are some differences in the game, at the high school level, for both, AAU and like actual high school basketball versus, what you experienced when you were in middle school?
In middle school, I feel like the like environment, like it's like not too serious in middle school, but like once it gets to high school, I feel like everyone's just like on a different level. I feel like the intensity is different. So like it's definitely different in the high school level to middle school.
Okay. Talk about a time that you faced adversity and some tools that you used to navigate through that time period.
Actually, very recently, at the session two, in Atlanta this weekend, I sprained my ankle in on Friday in our practice in the morning. Um, I couldn't. I thought like when we got in our first game, it made me play very sloppy. Like I just felt like I couldn't do. I thought I was not going to be able to play for the rest of the weekend. And the second game, my coach didn't really play me because he thought I wasn't going to be able to go. So I just started icing all night. Icing, relaxing, keeping my foot up, elevating. And then the next game, I had um, really locked in, just played through the pain. Um, I had 11 points, 11 rebounds, double double. And the next morning, I had a 21-point game. So I really just played through it. So I feel like that was an adversity moment.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Tell me about your gym schedule. What parts of your game have you been working on the most? What have you added to your game? What do you hope to kind of be, a year from today, or maybe next start of next AU season next spring?
Um, my gym schedule, after school, I usually go to like my strength conditioning trainer, do some lifting, conditioning. Then after that, I'll go to my like basketball trainer, do some skill work. And then if it's like a practice day, I'll go to practice like an hour early, get up shots, do some skill development with my coach. And what was the next question after that? It was
What have you kind of added to your game,
adding my game.
Mhm.
I've been working on my ball handling a lot more and my pace, learning to slow down, not keep the game to speed me up.
Mm,
And then I've added like coming off screens, shooting off screens, shooting the three off screen, like stopping off, shooting, letting my defender go under,
mm.
rising above.
Gotcha. Yeah, that footwork's really important. That's really good to hear, man. What do you do that makes you stand out from the competition, and how do you think you'll contribute to winning at the next level?
Um, I my shooting ability definitely makes me stand out. My athleticism playing above the rim definitely takes a step above everyone else. And playing at the college level, um, really just getting to my spots, taking the right shots that I'm comfortable at, playing hard, doing the little things will make me a better player in college.
Okay. Tell me a part of your game that you feel like kind of flies under the radar, slept down, undervalued, by coaches or guys like me, evaluators that watch you play. I have an idea what you're gonna say, but I want to hear what you say.
Um, Honestly, I would say my ball handling because at my size, I feel like a lot of people don't expect somebody to have like pretty good handle, and I can rebound it, push it up the floor, get us into something. When my defender comes at me, I can break him down, get to the rim, get to the jump shot.
Mhm. Okay. I think when you're playing confidently and when you're playing with authority and you're playing really hard, I think you're a really good rebounder.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
I think I think you use your size well, and I think that that can be a big part of your game, kind of moving forward. What parts of the floor do you feel the most comfortable right now, and the least comfortable, like physical spots on the floor?
Most comfortable, I'd probably say the corner and the wing, only because that's what I'm like used to being put at, and that's what I feel most comfortable at. And least comfortable, I would say like probably the 5 spot in the paint. I mean, if it was ever the time that I had to do it, I could definitely play at the 5, but
Mhm.
hasn't come a time yet. So I'm always ready just in case.
So rank these, from 1 to 3, one being most important, three being, respectively least important. Game-winning assist, game-winning bucket, game-winning defensive stop.
Um, I would say the game-winning defensive stops at 1 because if you get a stop and you're already up, that's definitely most important because it shows that you have a tone to set. So,
Mm,
and number 2, um, probably an assist because it shows that you're unselfish,
mhm,
not trying to just do your own thing, get the shot up. And number 3, the bucket.
mhm. The putback dunk.
I mean that's just you have to do that if it gets to
I,
that point.
I'm gonna be so hype if that actually happens this AU.
I'll make it work.
All right, so kind of talking off the court, as a person in addition to on the court, what are some of the things that you value? Is it honesty? Is it respect? Is it leading by example? Is it like physically talking and leading people? What are some things that are really important to you? Trust. What are some things that you value in the people around you?
I would probably say like picking my teammates up because if my teammates' heads are down, they're not having a good game. Always picking them up, making sure they're okay. Like if my teammates are having a good game and I'm not, I'm gonna be wanting to be picked up. Like make sure my teammates make sure I'm okay. So I'm gonna make sure my teammates are okay.
Mhm. Okay, no, that's great to hear, man. Good answer. So we're not really going to talk recruiting much here. I think it's hasn't really gotten anywhere close to where it's going to be. Although you just picked up a couple this past weekend. What's some of the criteria that you have um, for a college program, for a college coach? What type of coach are you trying to play for? Are you trying to stay East Coast? Does it not matter where you play? Big school, small school, public, private, fast break offense, slow down, work through your whole reads, like what type of style you're trying to play in as well.
Um, I'm definitely trying to play at like a high major school. It really matters to me like having a good relationship with my coach, um, all the coaching staff. Really just depends how I fit in the system, making sure if they really trust me to do the things that I can do now.
Mhm. What type of coaching do you feel like you respond to the most?
Definitely like tough coaches because if it's a coach that's not on me a lot, I feel like I can get away with things that I shouldn't be.
Mm.
So like my AU coach definitely gets on me a lot. So I appreciate it. I mean, yeah, it can be a lot, but no, I definitely do appreciate
He says you've gotten much better at taking the criticism as the
for
season's gone
sure.
along, for what it's
For
worth.
sure.
All right, so tell me about some of your interests and hobbies off the court. And then after that, if basketball didn't work out for you, God forbid you had a career-ending injury tomorrow, what would your plan be from there?
I like to like cook, um, hang with friends, play video games, watch some shows. Nothing too crazy. If if basketball didn't work, you saying after after high school?
Yeah,
Like, what-
after the ball stops bouncing, what's your plan gonna be? What would you like to do with your life?
maybe like get into like real estate or something. Like
Hmm.
I don't know, maybe something that like I'm not gonna get bored of, something I'll look forward to doing every day, not something I'm gonna dread.
Okay, I got you. Give me some of your goals for, this AAU season and then the next season for high school.
My main goal was to get on the ESPN Top 100. I already got that, which was crazy. Um, Winning Peach Jam and start getting in some high majors.
Okay, got you. What about high school?
Um, like high school goals,
Yeah.
um, Probably just being a better all-around player. Um,
Mhm.
Definitely.
Okay, got you. What has been your happiest moment on a basketball court?
Oh, my first game getting dunked for sure. Ever since I was a little kid, I would always see, like, all these older guys dunking. I was just always wanted to be like them, so and now that I'm at that point, it's crazy.
Love that. All right, so you're unfortunately not a DMV kid. We cannot claim you, but what sets Philly basketball apart, from basketball and other parts of the country?
I would probably say our toughness and our, like, grit. I feel like a lot of it's, like, trash talk. I mean, it's a good way though, but, like, we we're tough, so
I think our areas are similar in that way
yeah,
because talking shit is like a part of the game, and
yeah,
if you don't do that while you play, I feel like people know that they're kind of under your skin already. So,
yeah.
all right, so one more question for you, and then we'll get out of here. What is your why? Why do you play the game of basketball? Why do you work so hard at it? Why have you kind of set so many goals, that are basketball related? What is your why?
I feel like it's probably just, like, the love I have for the game, I fell in love with the game ever since I was a little kid when I first started playing. I never knew, like, how far the game could take me, and now that I know, like, I just keep striving for it, so that's definitely what keeps me motivated to keep playing.
You're just at the beginning too, man. That's the
Yeah,
exciting part. All right, man. Really appreciated the time. And I just wanted to say, kind of challenge you, because I think you're a super talented kid. And I think that you also, want to play basketball the right way. I think if you start to play with a more consistent confidence in what you can do and what you bring to the floor, like you're not on team final by accident. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? But there's
yeah,
sometimes when I watch you play that it seems like you're floating or you don't know where you fit. In those moments, I always tell kids the best possible thing is to just cut to the basket, looking for something, set a screen for somebody, or in the next time I'll talk to coach about that. Coach, I feel like I'm kind of floating right now. What do you need from me more right now? What can I do to help this team win right now? And
yep,
just playing with that motor. I mean, you got a guy on your team, Aiden Durkak, that plays incredibly hard. And
yeah,
again, that makes him incredibly valuable. And I think if you match that energy when you're going against him in practice, and then that carries over to AAU games, and then that carries over to high school games, I think that the sky is the limit for you and your potential. So just wanted to say that, and really, really enjoy watching you play and looking forward to watching you play the rest of your career, man.
yeah, thank you. You're right, for sure.
All right.